When's the last time you were truly awed or amazed by something? I'm sure there's been plenty of times in my life that I've truly been amazed. I think back to when I was a teenager. My family would often do road trips, which went through Arizona. We'd go to the Grand Canyon, and standing at one edge of the Grand Canyon and just seeing in one direction and the other so far, and then also obviously not being too close to the edge so my parents didn't freak out, but looking down at the Colorado River on the bottom and just seeing how magnificent and majestic and humongous the Grand Canyon is. Pictures don't do it justice. I think of the ride at Walt Disney World, Soarin', and all those majestic sights you get to see. I imagine seeing those in person is something that's truly amazing. But have you sat at the Lord's feet in awe? Have you had a chance to just sit and behold and wonder at how amazing He is? This happened so many times throughout His earthly ministry, and it's our job to just be in awe of Him at all times, because even the most insignificant thing that He does is still greater than the glory of the Grand Canyon, which was, by the way, created by Him, or the glorious mountains that you see that were also created by Him. There was a time when Jesus was teaching and preaching, and there were Pharisees, the teachers of the law, that were sitting there. This is Luke chapter 5. They had come from every village of Galilee and from Judea and Jerusalem, and the power of the Lord was with Jesus to heal the sick. Some men came carrying a paralyzed man on a mat and tried to take him into the house to lay him before Jesus. When they could not find a way to do this because of the crowd, they went up on the roof and lowered him on his mat through the tiles into the middle of the crowd right in front of Jesus. You don't do something like that unless you truly have faith that Jesus is able to heal, right? When Jesus saw their faith, He said, "Friend, your sins are forgiven." That's the first wow moment. That's not why we brought him here. But whoa, you can do that? You have the ability to do that? You can forgive sins? In fact, the Pharisees and teachers of the law following up here began thinking to themselves, who is this guy who speaks blasphemy? Who can forgive sins but God alone? Jesus knew what they were thinking and asked, why are you thinking these things in your hearts? Second wow moment. Dude just knew what we were thinking. But I want you to know that the Son of Man has authority on earth to forgive sins. So He said to the paralyzed man, I tell you, get up, take your mat, and go home. Immediately, he stood up in front of them, took what he had been lying on, and went home praising God. That's 3 things in a row that are just mind-boggling, in awe, in wonder of how great and powerful and glorious and majestic our God is. Jesus, while He was on this earth, still doing these amazing things. Here's the reaction. Everyone was amazed and gave praise to God. They were filled with awe and said, we have seen remarkable things today. Now, it may not be every day that you and I get to see a miraculous healing conducted by Jesus Himself, right? But we see the wonders of God, the things He does, the miracles He works daily, creating faith in people's hearts. He comes to us in a miraculous way through the sacrament of Holy Communion. Every single one of those things should fill us with that childlike awe and wonder and say, we have seen amazing things today.